The Granada Palace is the home to Rahat, the merchant of Granada, and also the Merchants Guildmaster for all of Andalus. The palace, a Moorish monument to wealth and prestige, is surrounded by glorious fountains glistening in the hot sun. Razin, an agent of Rahat, frog marches 5 disheveled and beleaguered visitors, an elf, a dwarf, a halfling, and 2 humans, to an antechamber where they wait, dejected. A door opens and a cloud of incense roils forth. A feminine hand beckons the dwarf. Torgrim lurches to his feet like a marionette puppet and stumbles to the door.
You were arrested for crimes against the kingdom, and I purchased your debt. I have a generous offer so you may earn your freedom. You value your freedom?
Yes, mistress.
For this freedom, you owe me a debt. Not just a debt of gratitude, but of significant value in coin.
Yes, mistress.
I have consulted the astrologers, and all agree, unified under the Immunians, your life has great untapped potential, and I wish to exploit that potential.
Yes, mistress.
You will assume the life of a graver and embark upon a great adventure. You will travel across the great sea to Graver's Dig in Somaria. Once there, you will register and participate in a hunting tournament called the Somarrian Hunt.
Yes, mistress.
Since the Emperor's death, Gravers have gathered, eager to test their skills at the hunt and fortunes earned.
Yes! Yes, mistress. As you command.
I am sending you on this business excursion with 4 other individuals like yourself. You are good friends and trusted business associates. You will live together and work together to this end. As a result, you 5 collectively owe me 5 of the Emperor's gold sovereigns.
Yes, mistress.
I'm confident you have what it takes to repay this debt and likewise rebuild your shattered lives.
Rahat waves her hand, weaving an arcane incantation, fueling the incense fume thicker. The smoke enters their ears, their mouth, their nose, and their eyes. As the memory-altering enchantment seeps deeper into its victims, Rahat cuts nail clippings and hair for insurance.
Now, sign.
Rahat cuts their finger, spewing blood across parchment. Torgrim, Claw, Pansy, Armando, Calcimere each have the same memory implanted of them agreeing to this business transaction, the result of Rahat's powerful memory-altering spell. Later, in the middle of the night, Claw sits on their bed, lotus pose, meditating. At some point, the meditation shifts into the world of dreams. The once solid door to their bedroom dissipates like smoke. Razin enters, ghost-like.
Quickly, follow me. Mistress Rahat doesn't like to be kept waiting.
In the middle of the night?
Rahat doesn't sleep when doing business.
Taking Claw's hand, they run quickly down smoky chambers, eventually reaching Rahat's dream chamber. A large incense burner, an elaborate mechanical dragon's heart hangs from a long chain. It pulses a thick fume to the thud of a rhythmic heartbeat. The aromatic blue smoke shifts, forming Moorish architecture, walls, arches, and palatial water fountains. Rahat, translucent and out of focus, reads an infinite scroll that coils like a dragon's tail around her feet.
This woman has claws, sharp claws, sunk deeply into my skin.
Rahat levels a piercing gaze, striking Claw like a spear thrust to the head, a knife to the heart, a pin to the eye.
Ah, yes, Claw. Welcome.
Thank you, my lady.
You are a member of the Kalatentatalo.
Yes. Is that a problem?
You've heard of my mother, Jubal?
Claw gasped sharply, unable to contain their surprise. The name Jubal, an elder dragon, releases a flood of ecstasy from the young elf, for they all but worship dragons.
Jubal is your mother? Is she here?
No. Since I know about your lodge and what it stands for, I am entrusting you with extra responsibilities. I trust you would never betray one of my kin.
Oh, no. No, of course not.
We dragons value our privacy, and you would not betray I am anything other than a human woman.
Who does not have claws? I can speak to that personally.
Rahat held up her index finger, and from its tip, heat wave energy pulses and spirals, a whirlpool of colored clouds. Claw wavers, head spinning as if drunk, eyes bulging, transfixed by the energy vortex. Inside the vortex appears an ebony dragon's claw. The claw stretches forth, claw tapping claw on the forehead. And then, just as quickly, it withdrew with a vast sucking of air, the energy vortex slamming shut with a bang.
If your debt is repaid in full and you have served me well, I will allow you to worship me. I entrust you with important responsibilities, which will be well rewarded. But you must not tell anyone who I am, or I will be cranky.
Ooh. No one wants a cranky dragon. I am honored to revere you, with or without successful completion of this task.
I provided you with a line of credit, so you have access to funds. Any credit you access, however, will be added to your collective debt, plus interest.
What is the proper honorific I should use to address you? Mistress? Milady? Oh, scaly one?
The dragon heart incense burner pulsed angrily, gushing smoke rings of noxious black smoke.
Let's just stick with Malika Rahat.
Yes, Malika.
Our 5 heroes are given visas that enable them to travel abroad to Arusha and back, gain employment, and register for the hunt. After Calcimir signs his documents, Razine pulls him aside.
You are a holy man who serves Dionysius. It seems in our times, every religion finds fellowship with other religions which are not of Set. In Sheol, Sikhatsu, the priestess of Amaterasu, who runs Camp Sunshine, an orphanage we donate to.
Why tell me this?
I thought you might like to know another religious leader who runs as secretly as you are. People who shun Set have a kinship.
I appreciate the help. Glad to know, in some respects, we are on the same side.
I am on my master's side, but I certainly hope for your success.
The voyage across the Great Sea lasts 3 Anumians, Spring, Ballerina, and Artisan. On the last day of Artisan, not long before Warrior will manifest in the evening sky, the Crucible enters the port of Graver's Dig. As they approach landfall, the walled town of Sheol catches their attention on a hill. That, however, is not their destination. Instead, Graver's Dig, a Somarrian wildlands frontier boomtown. This place is a ripe dump, tropical, hot and sweaty. Later, dockside, the 5 inch slowly down the gangplank with their things. They stand motionless, kept at bay by a turbulent mass of people, animals, going about their business and daily routines. Youth of all ages, girls and boys, dart quick like hummingbirds between flowers, dogs yapping, people yelling. There's cattle, horses, chicken, elephants, and camels. If there's an animal mode of transportation, it's visible here. A Targonian lad, Agi, screeches to a halt in front of the newcomers.
Get your armor
After a
polished.
quick survey, he decides Cal must be the leader.
What can I do for you, little one?
The boy waves flamboyantly, clearing the dock. Typical for new arrivals, it seems. The crowd parts.
Hello, I am Aggie. Welcome to Graver's Dig. You are here for the hunt?
We are indeed here for the hunt.
If the young Targonian's arms moved fast, his lips moved faster.
Let me help you. I can conduct everything. Are you registered for the hunt?
Yes.
Where are you staying?
You don't know.
Do you have local currency?
Don't know.
You seem to need me.
These are all very good questions.
I am a guide. If you pay me, I can keep people off you. I can show you around town, get you checked in at your inn, manage any luggage, hire any help you might need, bring your food. Is this acceptable?
You trying to work a scam?
I am Aggie, your humble servant. You pay, I work hard. Double hard. Ask anyone. Aggie the best.
Torgrim motions to the other kids lurking nearby.
They're sharks. All of them. I sense an ongoing trend with all these children. Like these pests in this godforsaken place.
Watch yourself.
If we don't hire them, we'll never get rid of these bloodsuckers.
Wise dwarf.
What do you think, everyone?
Then maybe.
All right.
Yeah,
Do you have reservations at a place to stay tonight?
We've just arrived, so no.
What are our options?
There are a broad array of places you can stay, depending on your finances.
Agi jumps up on a crate and points.
You can set up a tent and camp in the field. It's free for anyone who is registered for the hunt. And that includes breakfast. There are bunkhouses, open floor with stacked cots. That costs half a tort per person per night.
What is a tort?
Local currency.
Isn't that pastry?
We'll cover that in a minute. There is, of course, a proper inn. 1 tort per night per person. You will have to sleep on the floor, but 5 tort extra, you can have a private room.
Depends on how much this tort is worth.
Pastry.
Tortoise?
It's not like food.
If I'm not out of your price range yet, you can rent a house for 100 tort a night. Should I stop there?
Normally, I'm happy with climbing a tree and hanging a hammock. But I'm going to do as the locals do and sleep in a bunkhouse?
field, bonk, whatever. Let's go.
How much money do we have to spend on lodging?
Raw Hats gave us a budget, correct?
Remember, whatever funds we spend, we have to pay back with interest.
I'm happy to live on the streets.
I'm not.
We should probably talk about torts. The local currency. What kind of currency do you have?
Claw waves the promissory note from Rahat.
We have assets?
Claw holds the note protectively so that Agi can read it, but not make off with it.
I cannot read this language. Is it a banknote? I recommend we exchange it into torts at the casino.
And gamble?
The Andal currency is pegged to the Emperor's gold sovereign, so you will get a pretty good exchange.
He's a goddamn Chaldeapedia of fun facts. Pegged to the sovereign. Pegged to my ass if you don't sound like a dwarf.
Let's exchange our money first.
If we hurry double haste, we can make it to the market before it closes.
Yes! Banking and then shopping.
After a dwarf bank teller verifies the authenticity of Rahat's promissory note, to their astonishment, they receive a bulging bag of casino chips worth 5,000 torts. The shopping district, muddy and chaotic, is barely a step up from a caravan flea market. The vendors are doing brisk business, with background noise and construction going on everywhere. The busiest place by far is the Dwarven Armory. It's a madhouse of hunters and gravers gearing up for the hunt. If the friends want to go in here, they'll have to go in as a wedge.
Any of these shops pique curiosity, Master Dwarf?
Just a minor question. The hunt. What do we know about the hunt?
It's scary hunting in Somaria.
Well, how far away? What is the destination? What kind of ground are we going to cover? Are we going to sail? Will we need horses? What are we going to need?
Somaria, very dangerous and savage. A vast wilderness. Here to horizon are wide plains, and then thick, dark jungles and hills. Lots of hills. Dangers like that.
Horses. I think we're in need of horses and tack.
Who says dwarves aren't wise?
Calcimere, like a moth to flame, heads to a brilliant red sign that reads Healing Potions. Brandy, the proprietor, a gnome woman, is busy polishing vials when Calcimere catches her eye.
This is Brandy. She's a graver fixture.
Hey, you! Come here! You look like you need a potion! And it just so happens that you've come across the greatest alchemist in all of Chaldea!
Liar. She no alchemist.
What can I get you? I have the largest selection of elixirs in all of Chaldea. Tonight, as a one-time offer, we have a special on healing potions, and they're only 50 torts each. Get them while they're hot.
How many torts each, you say?
50 torts each.
50 torts each.
Maximum of 20 per customer.
Maximum of 20. Apologies, math was never my strong suit.
2 times 5 is 10. Subtract 20, add 50, then divide it by 2 equals 1,000 torts.
That'll be 3 coppers.
I'll tell you what. I give it to you for $9.95.
A tempting offer.
You will never find healing potions this cheap anywhere. These are the cheapest, best healing potions in all of Chaldea.
Oh, yes. I understand, and you are talking very, very fast.
Amazing product, because I have low overhead. I've got no employees. All I have is my cards. You are getting this very close to wholesale.
Sure. Let's say we do 10.
Okay, no discount though. 500 torts.
How about discount for 15?
Okay, 15 healing potions for you. I give them to you for $7.25.
7.25 sounds wonderful.
Brandy opens a cupboard and quickly counts 15 vials, placing them into a cute little package with a ribbon.
And there's a free gift with every purchase, and it's a thing of genius. I call it miracle wine. This is wine concentrate. Mwah! You pour this into a gallon of water, and you have the best wine around. Mwah!
You are a fine girl. A good girl. A gnome after my own heart.
Do you require anything else? I have a robust inventory, and all for only 1 tort or less.
Anything I desire.
As long as the missus
Do you have any
doesn't
ball
find me.
bearings?
Yes! Barbarians! I'm exclusive barbarians vendor!
How much for 100 steel barbarians?
That will cost 4 torts.
I will do that. 100% do that.
Claw approaches a large round circus tent, faded and weather-beaten, with a ramshackle sign, Dogs. Outside the tent, a large black as sin bull mastiff is tied down with 5 hulking iron chains. From the dog's neck is a sign, Beware of Unruly. Eats anything, including customers. Claw pushes past Unruly and through the flap. An overwhelming, pungent scent of urine and dog feces assaults Claw's senses. The owner is not taking care of the dogs properly. Claw recognizes the smell of cruelty.
War dogs are 200 torts. Hunting dogs 150.
Claw stumbles back from the verbal onslaught of Master, the proprietor, a 10-foot ogre who wears nothing but a leather harness and chains. He shakes a savage bullwhip at Claw for emphasis.
I am the Beastmaster of Kino Ulrip, bred, born, and trained.
Claw gathers their courage.
What kind of dogs do you sell?
I said war dogs are 200. Hunting dogs 150.
But what kind of...
What?
Well, whatever breeds you got. I'll take 2 hunting dogs and 4 war dogs.
1,100 torts.
Ah, crap, Claw realizes. They only have 1,000 torts.
I'm sorry, Mr. Ogre, sir.
What?
Well, I don't have that much. I only have...
Why did you ask to buy dogs you cannot afford? Are you wasting my dog's time?
I have 1,000 torts in casino chips. Let's see, 3 war dogs is 600. 4 hunting dogs? That's probably right.
Is dog math hard for Elf? You can have 3 war dogs and 4 hunting dogs for 1,000.
Sold. Free all the dogs.
Pay me, and they will be freed.
Later, the ogre leads forth 2 war dogs with short-cropped mohawks.
This is Worstest and Bad Boy. Each has a rule bone they are afraid of. Helps keep Ruly.
Moments later, he returns with 4 hunting dogs.
This is Bastard and his 3 bitches. Feel free to rename them. I don't give 2 shits.
Speaking of shit, Worstus is doing just that on the floor. The ogre kicks the feces to a larger pile in the corner.
If you get them killed, I have more bitch sisters. 10% discount to returning customers. But since you're so bad at dog math, I will take advantage of you.
Business complete, he turns to leave.
Wait, you still owe me another war dog. You trying to rip me off?
I'll rip your head off.
What about the dog out front? What's his story?
No. Unruly must stay. Last year, Cosmo put those magical chains on him to keep Graver's Dig safe.
What did he do?
He's unruly.
Armando stands before a short, squat tower. Facing the road is an ironwood door with a gray, moss-covered gargoyle perched upon the frame. Armando approaches the smooth door, slowly examining it for a door handle, which there is none. At eye level, however, there is a relief carving of a mystical sigil, the Anumian Universe Gate. He touches it with his palm.
Friend.
Everyone knows the childhood method of opening a magical door, speaking friend, but this tower isn't in on the joke.
Amigo.
Nada.
Freund.
Nix.
Friend. Ven. Estava. Amigo.
Poof! Like a snapping ember from a fire, a man materializes next to Armando, forming solidly out of thin air.
Next.
Cosmo, I presume.
If the man is Cosmo, he shows no sign of acknowledgement and disappears into the early evening shadows. Perhaps, maybe, the door is but an illusion. With profound purpose and determination, Armando takes a forceful step forward, plowing headfirst, smashing his nose.
Ow! Ugh!
He looks around, sheepishly, hoping no one saw his idiocy.
Business might fare better if you allowed customers to just enter, or hung out a close sign.
The riddle of the sigil is key, no doubt. He touches the sigil again, and this time, whoosh, pop, suck! Armando titters, head spinning from a head rush, and discovers he is indeed someplace else, presumably inside the tower.
Welcome! I'm Cosmo the Magnificent.
The proprietor, Cosmo, a wizard, stands behind a fantastical, ornate glass counter, brimming with arcane antiquities.
Who do I have the pleasure of doing business with today?
A 12-foot chiseled stone golem looms over Armando, looking down, inspecting him.
Oh, I am Armando, the Barbarian.
Welcome, Armando the Barbarian.
The sense of magic, the real deal, is pronounced and permeates everything.
Broker of fine magical wares.
Your magical wares are broken?
No, broker.
Oh, yes, excuse me for my ignorance.
No apologies necessary. It is I who should apologize for the confusion gaining entry to my tower. Security only permits one customer at a time. My inventory is much too valuable to allow customers to wander unattended.
Where is room to wander, I wonder?
What might you be in the market for? This is not my entire collection. You need only but ask, and I will provide it or search the world trying.
Well, have you ever heard tell of the legendary singing sword?
A sword that sings?
Aye.
Fascinating. Well, that is a very rare weapon. Sadly, I do not have one in stock. I can try to obtain it. Leave me a deposit so that I know your interest is sincere. A fully refundable deposit, of course.
I will give you the equivalent of 100 tort in gambling tokens.
I approve of your method of currency, but 100 tort is a paltry sum. Make it double. Prove your interest. 200 tort.
Well, I will make it 300. Serious enough?
Cosmo spent the next few minutes taking down Armando's personal information, filling out the contract explicitly.
If you should not survive the hunt, what should I do with the deposit?
You give it to a cleric friend of mine, Cal. Go see Cal. Go see Cal.
Go see Cal. And where might I find this Cal?
Ah, right. Armando remains blank-faced. As of yet, he and his friends had not secured lodging.
I will be writing instructions. He is a friend of yours.
Everyone knows Cal.
I, however, do not. Should you perish, I will know him presently.
I hope you never meet Cal.
Excellent. Have a good evening, and thank you for coming to Cosmo the Magnificent.
Armando turns to exit, but can't find the door.
How do I leave?
Donica's horse and tack shop is a large converted log barn and stables, surrounded by extensive horse corrals. Torgrim dodges more fleet-footed customers as he enters. Stalls along the walls contain every breed of horse imaginable. A woman helping some rambunctious customers waves at Torgrim.
I'll be with you shortly.
Did she just call me Shorty? Did you just call me Shorty?
I'll be there in a moment.
Short and mighty is my temper.
Torgrim moves away from the woman toward the perimeter, where he inspects the stalls and the horses for sale. After a few minutes, Donica, an athletic Russian woman in full riding gear and tall boots, approaches.
Fine greetings, Sir Dwarf. Welcome to my stable. I am Danica.
I'm in need of 5 horses.
A common mistake. Ill-prepared hunters not purchasing horses. The hunting grounds are treacherous and expensive, and speed is important.
With these legs, they aren't made for walking.
You've come to the right place. Are you looking for draft horses, or riding horses, or war horses?
Torgrim considers the inventory and what they might require in the days to come.
What do you know of horses?
I've been on ships, war horses, even a chariot or two. I've even ridden a winged lion. You know, they're all just another form of conveyance. I'll take the chestnut, the Utland, and the 3 Morgans, the Dun, the Roan, and the Dappled Silver.
So, you do know your breeds.
What part of these legs aren't made for walking do you not fathom?
We also have ponies and mules.
I'm going to need a pony. About 8 hands for my height challenge friend. Now, she prefers bees, but a pony will have to do.
We got that.
I also need a horse for myself. I'm kind of stout, so it needs to be strong and robust. Now, the horse can't be too tall. Well, you know, I'm 5 feet formidable strong, and I need a quick egress.
I got you covered.
Donica pulls out a ledger from a side pocket and begins to take notes.
The whole kit and caboodle works out to 910. I'll give it to you for 900 even.
I'll give you 800. For the whole lot, 800. 8. Come on. You know you're making a killing.
It's true. That's the point of business. To make a profit, I stock quality breeds and offer a fair price.
Torgrim and Donica stare at each other, weighing the situation, seeing who will blink first.
850.
Okay, yeah. 900.
Torgrim recognizes that Donica runs a clean operation with well-tended horses.
900, sure.
I will toss in boarding, free of charge. I'll have them saddled and ready for you first thing pre-dawn.
Sounds perfect.
Perfect. Is 900 torte in my hand.
He hands over the chips.
What a bargain.
Pansy approaches Linwood Soft Goods. The owners are Elven, with a reputation for superior leathercraft, and based on the crowd in the shop, the word is out. This is the place. She enters. Leather is fine, but what Pansy has her eyes on are the clientele, hunters, gravers, all with finely crafted weapons and trinkets. As she dives deeper into the store, brushing under the notice of taller customers, she passes racks of leather armor. She continues around a mountain of tents and bedrolls, approaching the rear of the shop. The shopkeeper, Cordelia, is fending off the advances of an Amiens man, Pierre de Clement. Pierre is handsome and debonair, but what Pansy notices is the pouch of chips on one hip, the jeweled dagger on the other, and a finely crafted rapier over his back.
I have bottles of wine, my family's private label. Please, mon lapin, have dinner and share with me.
I can't. I'm working.
Pierre leans against the wall, as if posing for a portrait, twirling a long-stemmed rose.
I shall buy this establishment and give you the night off.
He leans in closer to deliver another one of his lines or perhaps a kiss, but she sidesteps and twirls away. She curves quickly around a pile of crates and, bam, slams into Pansy, tripping, scattering clothes across the floor.
I'm so sorry. I didn't see you.
Pansy stoops to help gather the clothing.
No harm done. You have your own set of challenges.
We have a wide selection of halfling sizes over there. Let me know if I can be of assistance.
What time do you get off?
He nudges a shirt with his foot to Cordelia, who picks it up. Cordelia stands and moves off. Pierre follows, like a love-struck puppy.
I'm doing inventory tonight. It's going to be late.
Doing? What are you doing with the inventory?
As the man turns to follow Cordelia, Pansy gets a closer look at the jeweled dagger on his hip.
A dandy target, my dandy man.
Pansy makes as if busy shopping, but follows Pierre as he kicks off his boots and takes a seat. He struggles mightily as he tries to put his feet into a new pair of boots.
I could wait while you do this inventorying. Damn, these are tight.
Ground zero next to the chair, Pansy spots a table and a halfling-sized hiding spot.
Inventory takes all night.
Rip. The boot tears out, toes exposed.
What kind of elven crap?
Cordelia snatches the ruined boot from Pierre.
Those are for halflings, you cretin!
Pansy makes her move, slips quietly, unseen, under the table.
Wait there, and I'll get you a proper size.
Pansy watches, quiet as a mouse, hoping the man doesn't notice her, inches away. No worries, his attention is on What is his attention on? Pansy follows his gaze and finds Cordelia stretching on her tippy toes, her back to the man. And the man, she looks back, his mouth agape, looking up, eyes wide.
Ugh, you pig.
Easy as that. His attention elsewhere, Pansy relieves the dagger from the dandy's waist.
Gotcha.
Cordelia returns with ornate crocodile boots and thrusts them into Pierre's hands.
You break it, you buy it.
I would buy the moon if only you would have dinner with me.
We had dinner last night. The spiced meat was some of the best I've ever had. The wine, superb. It was the company that was in poor taste.
Cordelia moves, almost runs to the other side of the shop, hoping to dislodge herself from the antagonist. But no joy.
What a putz.
Pansy examines the dagger. It is warm to the touch. It almost purrs as she caresses the glistening jewels. With Pierre and Cordelia out of sight, Pansy slips out from under the table and heads to the door.
A nifty new dagger and a pocket full of coin. Best shopping day ever.